YouTubers, gamers, and moviegoers, what's going on, guys? On the Messiah, this is Messiah Entertainment, and today I want to talk about Star Trek Discovery, that TV show that I saw a trailer for about a year ago, and it looked interesting to me, but I wasn't really sure if I wanted to invest that much time into it. I'm a fan of Star Trek pretty much only because of the J.J. Abrams Star Trek films. I never really watched any of the TV shows. I watched maybe like an episode of like the original classic series, and I watched maybe like the first two of the original films, but I never really got into Star Trek. I could never really consider myself a Trekkie, a lot more into the other Star franchise. Especially with the whole CBS All Access stuff where you had to pay a subscription just to get that one show, and I was like, that's not gonna happen. I don't watch CBS for nothing else, so I'm gonna pay that much money for one singular show. That's not gonna happen. Eventually, it kind of just fell off of my radar. That was until I went to Comic-Con a few weeks ago and I started seeing some of the posters up talking about, Star Trek Discovery's coming soon. And that was actually one of the panels that we could have gone to at the Madison Square Garden, but, I wasn't into the show, and, again, Star Trek isn't really my thing. But days later, I get interested. I say, you know what, I saw some promotional material. It looked kind of interesting. Let me check out the first episode. Maybe I'll like it. So I watched the first episode, and then I watched the second episode, and then I watched the third, and then the fourth, and then the fifth, and the sixth, and the seventh, and the eighth, and you guys can see where this is going. This show is really freaking good. A lot of times I can't say this about a television series, but this show had me very interested from episode 1. Yes, the conflict doesn't really start escalating and taking off until maybe the second or third episode, but even from that first episode, the interaction with the different characters, all their different personalities, Star Trek's already a big lore-filled world, so there's different races and whatnot that, it already has in it, but just kind of learning about that for a new fan like myself, I've had a basic sort of refresher. I know who the Klingons are, I know there's a Federation, I know the Vulcans and whatnot, but to see that a little bit closer in this television show, that was immediately interesting for me. And then episode by episode, this show started to amaze me. Guys, the first thing that I really noticed was the fact that the CGI and the special effects budget for the show must be incredibly high. For what I expected to see on television, this is really good. I expected it to be kind of cheesy, Sci-Fi Channel level stuff, and even the Sci-Fi Channel's getting better these days, but this is actually really good. It's convincing. The space battles seem intense and they're epic. The fight scenes are actually really well done. They're better than a lot of other good shows on television. The hand-to-hand fighting, the phaser to phaser fights, a lot of that stuff is really well done. The action is really hard hitting, and that was really cool. It's something I wasn't expecting. There's a lot of interesting storylines inside this show. There's an episode where they have like this Groundhog Day time loop thing going on, and they have to keep on going through time in order to find out how they're going to defeat the villain. There's a whole alternate reality arc, and the show stands on its own. It doesn't need to ride on the backs of fan favorite characters. The most we get are small references to a character here, a character there. Oh, Christopher Pike over here. Oh, Spock is her brother over there. You don't have to show these characters and that be the major focus of the show. It takes the time to develop its own characters, and that's great for somebody like me who's not the biggest Trekkie, because I just can get attached to these characters right here. Honestly, guys, I am so psyched for season 2. The trailer's already out, and it looks so freaking awesome. It looks so cinematic. I wouldn't mind seeing this in theaters. It's a really freaking dope show. Do not sleep on it. The only problem is they have to take it off this stupid CBS All Access thing. That paywall is just going to block a lot of people from seeing a really, really good show and preventing a lot of people who could become Star Trek fans like myself from joining, because now we gotta pay for the subscription service. That really, what else am I gonna watch on CBS All Access? What are the other draws for this thing? You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate, but if you do get a chance to somehow check this show out, do yourself a favor and check this show out. It is freaking awesome. But that's just my opinion. I'm sure you guys got your own. Let me know in the comment section down below. What did you guys think of Star Trek Discovery Season 1? Are you guys excited for Star Trek Discovery Season 2? Let me know in the comment section down below. As always, you guys can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. That's it for today, guys. I'm the Messiah. This is Messiah Entertainment. I will see you guys next time. Peace.